Grand rising, greetings to my kindred spirits. And for those who are new, I welcome you too. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I know you might say, Anita, it's been a while. It's only been 2 weeks. And for those who don't know, I make videos based on research and experiences. Okay. So it might come 1 week behind the other or every other week. So just be patient with me. I want to bring you sincere, accurate information, as accurate as possible, based on my experience and research. Okay? We all right with that? Also, just want to let you know, I am not here to make you think like me. I just want you to think. So the self-healing that I bring is based on my experiences, research, and creative ideas to help you tap into your own creative ideas to heal yourself. Okay, it's just to give you some insights to tap in and get that aha moment. All right. All right. I hope you're straight. All right. Good, good. So let's get started. Okay. So these what I've been experiencing for the past 2 weeks is based on, sitting on this pillow and I want to be comfortable. Excuse me. So I've been going through like my own guilt trip. Have y'all experienced guilt tripping on yourselves? Well, we hold on to things. And when I say hold on, not just through a grudge, but a feeling of guilt based on what we were taught, what we was punished for, said, manipulated. And sometimes we self-sabotage ourselves by feeling bad for another person. Now, in some cases, you have to understand and understand that karma, or let's put it this way, whatever energy you put out, if it's not the energy you want back, take that in consideration. So I'm not saying that it's okay to go out and treat people in any kind of way. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in regards to that information, is that when you don't intentionally mean to hurt someone and you later realize you've hurt them, it's okay to apologize. But you first, and even if they don't forgive you or accept your apology, you got to forgive you and move on, because you can't hold on to that. Even when it comes to breaking off relationships, if you feel a relationship isn't conducive to you, as long as you're able to communicate that to the other person and be able to walk away and let go, it's good. In some situations, even if you don't communicate, physical actions or actions can speak louder than words. Sometimes you just have to walk away without words. And as far as this closure is when you find it within yourself. We always tend to feel like we got to get closure from the other person. But what if the other person don't have time for you? Maybe they felt like the relationship or situationship was too toxic to want to close anything out and they just walk away. So what do you do with that? Closure is holding on to guilt or feeling like you need an explanation. The explanation comes from within. You have to sometimes tell yourself, maybe I don't know what was on their mind, what I did to them, for them to walk away and not have a conversation with me and to close it off. Let me close it off within me and just let me know, okay, what did I learn from this situation? You can probably pick your brain, keep trying to pick your brain and other people's brain to try to figure out, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? But sometimes people can do that in a manipulative kind of way. So to help you move on, some people will manipulate the situation knowing that in their past, they have done that, just walk away, to have you chasing them, trying to figure out what they've done wrong, so you will guilt trip yourself. Guilt, when you hold on to guilt in certain situations, you can't grow, you can't move forward. At least that's what you're telling yourself subconsciously. So whenever you try to get past that, and if you're holding on to guilt or you go into a situation that's surrounding that guilt, you can't move forward. You have to understand and understand that we still communicate to the universe subconsciously, unconsciously, super subconsciously, and consciously through our through our mind's energy and our actions. We're telling the universe whatever guilt we're feeling, you're not ready to move on. You're not ready to grow. You can't have your new beginning because of this guilt. So what is needed of you is to self-reflect and forgive yourself and really dissect the guilt and why you're feeling this guilt. Once you understand why, because the real why you're holding on to the guilt is because you feeling bad about the situation, or someone made you feel bad through manipulation and whatever they told you or what you were taught to feel. Another thing I want to say, sometimes people's religion, based on what they believe, can make them feel guilty. That is a way to make you feel guilty based on what you were taught religiously, so that way you can't partake in certain things. As long as what you're partaking in isn't doing harm to anyone else or yourself. Because remember, your essence is in the temple of the Most High. Okay? Now, unless you're just outright evil, maybe that's your pass. maybe that's your ticket for doing whatever. But just understand the balance in life. Everyone plays a role in this dimension, but you still have the decision to decide. You're still capable of deciding whether which way you want to go, because you don't have to go good or bad. In most cases, you can be neutral. And what I come to realize and teach based on my experience and research is good is when good and bad comes into play. Bad, let's just say positive and negative energies, which everyone have within them the ability to utilize the positive or negative energy. And if you do your best to walk on a path where you are just living your life freely, enjoying life, respecting others as they respect you, or even sometimes if people do wrong to you or try to speak against you. And when I say do wrong, I'm not necessarily saying physically. I'm just saying verbally, because verbally, if words can hurt you, then you got some working on to do with yourself, because words put out there can't do no more than what you allow it, unless that's the type of household you grew up in, thinking or being told and influenced that words, when people say this, then you do this. Because words is just words. It's not something that jumps out of a person's mouth and beat you down with a stick. For real, for real. And some people say, oh, I can't get past that. Now you listen to what you're telling yourself, how you're programming yourself. You're verbally programming yourself. So let's get back to this. So for real, where the negative energy, negative doesn't necessarily mean bad, something that's evil. Okay. Where your negative, when you utilize your negative energy, is to protect the goodness within you. Okay. Because even if you're having a discussion and someone in the discussion is trying to manipulate you to do something that you don't want to do, or to make you think a certain type of way, to instill or influence you to think a type of way or to do certain things. This is when this energy, when you know good from evil, what's good for you, what's bad for you, then this negative energy comes up to protect, because negative recognize that which isn't right for you. I cannot judge a person based on how they were brought up or what they think is right and bad for them. I might look at it funny. I might comment it about it within myself. I might even just mention it to someone else. But at the end of the day, I do realize that, oh, well, who am I to judge? Because that's who they think they should be. But when you try to include me in that energy, and I feel it's something that I'm unlikely to take part of. So I'm really choosing how to use words. I'm trying to do my best to keep from using don't, won't, can't, ain't, and all that other stuff, the negatives, and express it in a form of stop, release, keep from, stay away, protect from. So, so what I'm really helping you to understand is you are giving will, and will consists of positive and negative energy. That will allows you to utilize when emotions should come into play. Because for most women, especially around their monthly cycles, when it do happens, they say most women are very sensitive. Well, men are sensitive as well, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. In order to have a sense of sensitivity, we all were given emotions so that we can sense intuitively other energies that we can't, that we are unable to see with the physical eye, hear with the physical ear. Okay? Smell and taste using the physical senses, or the physical sense of touch. Okay? Because all the vibrations tap onto one sense. And we all have that sense of touch, whether it's visually, what we see is touching the retina, or the the smell, which all go back to the brain, and what the brain is defining or interpreting. Okay, so it all go back to what the brain, or how the brain interprets that. So in order to create the world that you want, you have to overstand. Before you can get to a certain level in life, there's just some things that you need to clear up within yourself. Because in some cases, like what we are seeing, for those who see certain celebrities, government officials, and other people in the world are being exposed, whether you're being exposed amongst your family and friends or to the public. But if there is clarity within yourself of what you've exposed to yourself, and you're willing to deal with and feel that there's no need to explain to anyone else. That's why for those who, let's just say, you put your life out on the internet, but yet you don't like people talking about it, then for those people who want to maintain a sense of privacy, then there are certain things you don't expose to the public or have to expose. Let me just say that. There are just certain things that personally you don't have to let the public know. Because if you have a problem with someone, you know how to call them up, or go and meet with them face to face, to sit down as a mature individual to discuss certain things. But if you're not mature and you haven't gotten to that point where words don't bother you, there is no need to reacting, constantly doing something over and over again. Because if your environment has taught you to react and to put all your business out there, now it's not like someone can't find stuff out about you and put it out on the internet. Because even if they do that and you're able to call them up and talk about it, you come to understand, even after talking about it and they still put your business or put their business, then there's just a certain level of awareness about that person and a red flag to let you know it's time to let them go so you can continue to grow. Because this is someone who does not respect anyone, or is and not just respect anyone, they don't even respect themselves. And it shows you a level of their maturity. Okay? So the fact that I can forgive myself, I can forgive myself is to, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I always have my notes. Is the fact that I have enough compassion for me. And that's something you need to learn to have for you, to forgive yourself. And a part of forgiving yourself also shows love for yourself and your willingness to love yourself so that you can grow and move on and not have to feel like you owe the world something. You don't owe the world anything. It's owed to you. So if there's any guilt you feel within yourself and you feel a need to go and apologize and what's the confess something to someone else, it's because it's something within you to help you. It really has nothing to do with the other person. And sincerely, you may want to make sure that the other person is okay. But again, if that person isn't willing to accept your apology, then what? Are you going to continue to feel some level of guilt, because this person didn't respond the way you wanted to feel clear and to feel a certain level of clarity within yourself? This is why you have to have the best relationship with yourself first, a great relationship with yourself. And like my son says, do your due diligence. That's why it's very important to get to know people very well so you know how to operate around them, whether you can just, keep them 10 feet and just be cordial and keep it moving, and be careful about what you expose. Because, I've done it a lot, but yet I do it because, I open up and just tell my life and just say things because I feel I have nothing to hide. I'm an open book. Yet I know there are people out there who may try to use it against me. But if I already know there's no guilt within me about it, then there's no guilt. Then what are you exposing? Because I can sit here and talk about it I can talk about it myself with the next person. And just because I don't put it on the internet and you do, but yet still I feel no guilt about it if I'm approached about it, I can be honest. So when you do something to someone and you think you're exposing something about them, it also shows the world something about you. You're exposing yourself in that moment. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, let them speak for themselves. And basically what I'm going to say and do, there's no need to put my life out here on the internet. If so-and-so feels a need to come on here and speak on things they really have no true knowledge of, and that I have no guilt within me about, and I know I owe no one no explanation because this is not something I put out on the internet, then case closed. Because that is on that person, what they put out. And if that's what you want to believe, and you don't know me personally, if you want to believe this person because you feel I should defend myself on a public platform to everyone, and I am a certain person that doesn't put certain things out on a public platform. If you know a person, if you understand how this person has come to their platform and they don't open up about certain things, and they understand how they can keep certain things about their life private and deal with their issues behind the scenes, because not everything is meant for the internet. And then if you are not able to really see the red flags of what another person is doing, then that says a lot about y'all. And I'm talking about those who just accept what other people say. So this is also a reflection of yourself, and it's also a programming, a type of trend that says that you are easily influenced to believe whatever people put out on the internet, and how easily influenced you are. Meaning someone can program you. You're easily programmable to the point where you're easily to be put under hypnosis. Because someone who has very good critical thinking cannot be hypnotized or programmed. They're going to think it through. They're going to understand and overstand those red flags. And you're probably the type of person who will speak on somebody else that somebody else is talking about over the internet and comment negative comments about the person you don't even know that they are putting out. If anything, look at the person who is coming to you to gossip about somebody else. Now, I can say sometimes when I'm dealing with an issue with another person and I may not go to that person right away, I will probably go to somebody else and just open up and speak on some things just to get some clarity or just to vent until I can fully have an understanding within myself to go to that person. And I'm just saying, this is something I do, some from time to time. I don't do it all the time, because for the most part, I like to approach them. But I am fully confused and not sure how to approach the person because I don't want to offend them. I have to think it through, sometimes talk it out, vent it out, so that I can get a little feedback to even help me to calm down the fusion that I'm being conned about, the confusion. If you got that, you got that. So how we see the world is what we create for ourselves. So be careful how you see the world and what you're willing to create. That's why it takes some time to really get to know thyself. Know thyself. For when knowing thyself, no one else can come and tell you about yourself or expose yourself. No one can expose you if you know thyself and know what you can tolerate and recognize who's in your environment that you need to put 10 feet away, or maybe a yard away, or a few yards behind you, away from you. For me, it has been a process, and I want you all to understand all these things that I talk about are things, are dark things or shadowy things that I've been through, that I've come to recognize from past mistakes. Yes, past mistakes. And I'm still learning and growing, and we all will still be learning and growing, trying to perfect ourselves so that we can live a fulfilling life. And as humans, there's always going to be some challenges that will come up that we will have to face. And sometimes those challenges are just tests to see what you have learned from your past. Did you really learn from your past mistakes? And yes, it's okay to make mistakes because we're learning. A child who's learning to walk will fall until they perfect the coordinations and the use of their muscles in their legs to be able to coordinate that. And it's the same thing, to be able to coordinate, reflect, and utilize the muscles within our mind and understand our surroundings and our interactions with others, to be able to perfect and have a fulfilling life. But having that fulfilling life, when those same mistakes we've made come back to test us, we know how to move forward with no problems. All right, people, this has been Anita AnitaYarbrough again coming to you. And, I'm feeling good about how I'm coming forward. Things are changing about myself. I feel it. I see it, and it's the angel number 1, 2, 3, 4, step by step. All right. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. And yes, also hit the subscribe button below for more content, and leave a comment to let me know what you would like me to discuss. If there's an issue that you're having that I can relate to, then we can discuss it. If you want to discuss something in private, my email address is in the description box below. But also, if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. And what do you feel I can do better? What more would you like to discuss? Remember, this is a holistic healing, life coaching, and counseling channel. And for those who would like to invite me out to speak publicly, I will link my media at the end of this video so you can see more of the keynote speech or speaking topics that I will engage in. Not necessarily in that order, but if it's something related to any of those topics or all of those topics, I am willing to sit with you and we can negotiate a schedule and price so that I can come out and assist you. Also, privately, I do life coaching and counseling sessions for those who are going through same things. I use a methodology of metaphysics and NLP to help with transformative healing. Again, I'm going to link it so that you'll get more details about what I have to offer. Until next time, kindred spirits, and for those who are new, I will see you at that time. Thanks for joining me today. I welcome you back at any time. We are mature here. We can talk maturely and openly here. If not openly, again, my email is below and we can speak privately, because everything does not have to, we don't have to put all our business out there like that. All right. Again, thanks for coming. And again, please hit the like button, subscribe button below, which is in red and white. Leave some comments, send me some emails. I'm also on Instagram. All that information will be linked in my media video. All right, take care. This is enough of all of that. All right, have a good one. Greetings. I'm AnitaYarbrough. I'm a Master Certified NLP practitioner dedicated to empowering individuals such as yourself to transform their lives through holistic healing, life coaching, and counseling. And today, yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you my signature program, which is designed to help you unlock your purpose and align with your true self. Our program, Transformative Healing, a metaphysics and NLP approach towards self-discovery and authentic living, is a transformative journey that combines metaphysical insights with neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, techniques to help you overcome challenges and discover innate abilities to heal and transform relationships with yourself and others, as well as establish healthy boundaries. My key components are: 1, self-authentication based healing. This module focuses on understanding the importance of healing and self-authentication and leading a purposeful life. You'll learn to balance your light and dark psyche, use mental and emotional coping techniques, and gain self-acceptance through positive self-talk. 2, lifestyle-based healing. In this module, you'll learn how to tap in to natural survival resources and follow intuitive influences to create a new lifestyle. You'll replace unwanted habits with better practices, identify stress triggers, and understand influences affecting your lifestyle choices. 3, communication-based healing. This module teaches you to express and communicate your thoughts and feelings effectively. You'll learn to listen to your true voice, creatively express your imagination, and communicate commands to your subconscious mind for positive change. And 4, community-based healing. The final module focuses on transforming community dynamics. You'll learn to manifest your needs and wants, recognize patterns for better change, identify individuals of influence, and create a space that fosters peace and harmony. Our program is designed to help you evolve to a new level of self-authentication in this new upcoming paradigm. Now, are you ready to embark on this transformative journey with me? Please join our program today and unlock your true potential. I welcome you back, and I look forward to speaking with you. So get ready. On your march, set, to, go. Thanks for sitting with me.